What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have a little Sylas jungle guide coming to you guys. It's a champion that has been rising in popularity recently. It's a pick that I think is really strong and can really help some of you guys out. So we're going to be running through the builds, the different jungle routes, skill orders, all that stuff to hopefully help you guys have success on that pick. But before we get into this, I just want to ask real quick, if you're not already subscribed, you could click that subscribe button really quickly. We're closing in on 1,000 subs, and it would be awesome to have you guys subscribe. That's my ultimate goal, to hit 1,000. Helps you stay updated on my latest videos. Works out for both of us. With that being said, here we go into the Sylas jungle guide. On the screen right now, we're watching Smithy, an LCS jungler, play Sylas. His opening route is going to be red buff into the Krugs, and then after that, he's going to be looking around the map for a level 2 gank. The thing about Sylas is he's not that strong early game. He's not going to want to like find the other junglers. He's not going to want to be dueling and stuff because he's just not that strong. But he has pretty good level 2 and level 3 ganks because he has the CC on his chains. On his chains, you can use the W to get closer to the person, land the chains. And if you can land the chains, you have a chance to really lock down the person and kill them, especially if you're going to a lane with good setup. So he is, after the Krugs, he has the option of maybe looking bot, maybe looking mid, seeing what's going on. He's walking back and forth a little bit, but he eventually decides to go mid, and he's able to pick up an early kill and start snowballing the game. As Sylas, one of your goals is to get to the late game where you become an absolute monster. At around 3 items, that's where you're really going to be able to carry games. But again, in the early game, he's just not really going to be a great 1v1 duelist jungler. But as you can see right here, if you're able to get onto somebody like that, that's going to be easy kills. And again, you are mobile at level 2 with your E. You're going to start E, then go Q, and then W third. You're starting E because it gives you the 2 procs of your AoE auto attack, so it's going to be really good for your clear. Then into Q, and then to W, and then you're maxing W, because that is just the most broken ability on Sylas right now. It's so good. It's so strong. Pretty disgusting. Heals you for a ton, deals a ton of damage. And getting that to 5 points as soon as you can is going to be very, very strong. As far as the rune page that Smithy is running in this game, I'll be able to show it up on the screen, but that is going to be Conquer into Triumph, Legend Tenacity, and Last Stand. Then we have Domination secondary with Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter. Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter are just really good on Sylas because, again, his W is giving him a ton of healing. You can get healing from all your abilities, and you're able to increase that W healing. That's going to be disgusting. Conquer is going to do the same thing, be increasing your healing. Legend Tenacity and Merc Treads can be really, really good on him because he is melee, so he kind of has to get all up in people. And sometimes you're going to get CC'd, you're going to get stunned, and then you're really susceptible to just getting blown up. But with Legend Tenacity, with Merc Treads, you can limit that a little bit sometimes. But into certain comps without CC and stuff, Sork Boots are also going to be very, very strong on him. As far as the build, the very, very standard Sylas jungle build is going to be Runic Echoes into whatever boots you decide, into Proto Belt, Zanyas, and then Oblivion Orb into situational items after that. But those 3 core items, Runic Echoes, Proto Belt, and Zanyas, that is where you're going to be able to carry games. That's once you get those 3 items, you're really able to just go crazy. And up until those items, you do want to play a little bit safe. You do want to farm. You do want to look for counter ganks and just the freest of ganks and stuff. And that's how you're going to play Sylas jungle to the most effective way, to the best of your abilities. This is a pick that has a 45-46% win rate in solo queue right now, but I actually think it's much stronger than that. I think the numbers are a little bit skewed. One, because Sylas is a pretty hard champion to play, so people just first timing him, picking him up for the first time, trying him out, they're going to do really, really bad, especially at jungle, because he's more of a mid laner than a jungle, but I do think he can be really strong in the jungle. Also, there's a ton of variance in his gameplay because of the different ultimates you have available to him. Some games there's going to be 4, 3, 5 great ultimates to take, and he's going to be disgustingly overpowered. Some games there might be 1 or no good ult to take at all, and he's still good, he's still strong, he's still playable, but he's going to be much worse off. So I think there is a huge variance in the win rate between what ultimates are to take, what matchups you're in, all that stuff, the experience of the Sylas player. Also, he's pretty difficult to play because he is mostly skill shots now. His autos don't do as much. He's not about just getting those auto attack resets and the AoE autos and stuff. He's about landing your E and one-shotting people. He's about landing your Q, getting that damage off. Yes, the W is a click on. Yes, the W is very strong, very overpowered, and that's why I think he's so good. But if you're not landing the second part of your E and you're going to be missing skill shots a lot and you're going to be stealing the wrong ultimates, or taking the wrong ultimates at the wrong time, or missing skill shots with the ultimates you take, it is going to make it a lot harder. You are going to be a lot worse off at Sylas. But if you're able to land skill shots, if you're able to know what the different ultimates do on Sylas, if you're able to take the correct ult at the correct times, get down the gameplay patterns, scale up, scale safely and effectively, then you're going to be in a good spot at Sylas. And I think he's a champion where you can really master him the more games you play as him. And I would say it's a safe bet that the more experienced Sylas players don't have a 45% win rate on Sylas jungle, because Sylas is seeing a ton of play in the jungle, in high elos, in professional play, stuff like that. And if he was like a 45% win rate garbage champion, we wouldn't be seeing that. So I definitely think he's stronger than the win rates appear. I think there's a ton of variance. You can't pick him just necessarily in all situations, but if you pick the right spots, you learn how to play him well, I think you guys can have a lot of success with him, and that's partly why I wanted to make this video. I do think Sylas is really interesting as a jungler because it gives you more availability to all the ults. When you're in mid lane, you're going to be able to take the other mid laners ult pretty easily. You're going to be able to roam around and stuff. You are good at that. But as jungle, you are going to be more selective of being able to run around the map freely, taking the correct ults, using them lane. You can take the top laner's ult, head down bot, head down mid, whatever. Do all of that stuff very, very easily. Even though you are weak early, you're probably going to have to sack a couple scuttle crabs. You might have to sack an early dragon, maybe 2 drakes or something. But as you start to scale up, ramp up, get to those higher levels, you are going to be really strong. You are going to be menacing. You're going to be able to carry games. I think Sylas is a really fun champion. I think each game feels so different, so unique with him, and that's a really, really cool, really fun part about him, that you can play 10 Sylas games. None of them are going to be the same. You're always going to have different ultimates, different ways to outplay people, and you're going to be really strong. And in lower elos especially, he scales into a monster. And I think in lower elos, I think scaling is still really busted. It's still really overpowered. When people don't know how to end, they let you get to your 3, 4, 5 items and then carry. That's going to be great for Sylas, because once he does get 3, 4 items, you get these 3 core items, you finish like a death cap or something, you're going to be absolutely one-shotting people. You're going to be stealing their ultimate. You're just going to turn into a better version of them. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really great. And yeah, so I think Sylas has a ton of outplay potential, a ton of room to learn and grow on him, so that's great for middle and higher elos. I think he scales like a monster. That's great for lower elos. I think he is a very good mid laner. I think he is viable top, and I think he's a very solid jungler as well, and that's why I'm making this Sylas jungle guide today. And then, again, the gameplay on the screen is Xmithy playing him in very high elo, having a ton of success with him. Goes like 10, 4, and 12 in this game. Just absolutely carries it. So this pick can work. It can be effective. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. This was my jungle Sylas guide. We went through the runes, the skill order, the build, the playstyle, my thoughts on all of that stuff. Hopefully it helped you guys out, and hopefully you guys can use this effectively to gain some LP of your own. Leave a comment down below what you think about Sylas jungle. If you try it out, let me know how that goes. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe, stay updated on my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next video. But until then, peace.